Hello and welcome back to another video on the rest of the debate and to my predictions for NXT Stand and Deliver. Obviously WrestleMania weekend, which means we've got NXT show as well, and yeah, the card's looking really good for this one. Obviously not the main event of the weekend, but you know, a very nice little bit on the side for us all to look forward to on Saturday before WrestleMania Night 1. And yeah, an interesting card, so let's get straight into predictions, and starting off with Chase U taking on the Schism in an 8-person tag team match, 3 men and 1 woman. And yeah, this is kind of an interesting one. The Schism and Chase U, yeah, the Schism's kind of turned into university. It's very weird. Tyler Bates on Chase U's team. But for this one, I kind of see this match kind of revolving around one person, and that is Duke Hudson. I think it's been built up for a while, but I think this could be the match where he finally turns, costs Chase U, and allowing the Schism to pick up a win, because I feel like they don't really pick up too many wins on pay-per-view. So yeah, I'm going to say Schism. Moving on into the tag team title match, we've got Gallus against the Creed Brothers versus Tony D and Stacks. And yeah, this is kind of a hard one to predict, because I don't know, I'm going to rule out the Creed Brothers. I think they've kind of had their time as NXT tag team champions. I wouldn't be surprised to see them on the main roster scene potentially. And then you've got Tony D and Stacks. They're an interesting one. Tony D obviously is great, Stacks as well. But yeah, I just don't know if NXT will go in the division of them as champions. But yeah, I think Gallus at the moment, they're still over, they're still strong as hell, and I think they can retain their title here. So I'm going to say Gallus to retain. The North American title match Stand and Deliver is a 5-way between Wesley, JD McDonough, Ilya Dragunov, Dragon Lee and Axiom. And yeah, for me, this is the match that's going to probably steal the show. Yeah, you just have to look at the incredible talent in this one. And yeah, it's quite a hard one to predict as well. Yeah, JD and Ilya, both of them could do with a massive win, and that would elevate them big time. Axiom as well. Yeah, I really like him. I don't think necessarily convinced to win it. Wesley's having a great title reign, so I don't know if they take it off him. But I am going to go for new champion and Dragon Lee. I think having him win his first match in NXT would really put him over as a mega draw. Moving on then to the Women's Championship match, and Roxanne Perez has made her return, and she'll defend against Zoe Stark, Gigi Dolan, Tiffany Stratton, Lyra Valkyria and Indy Hartwell in a ladder match. And yeah, this is sure to be a banger. I don't think there's much doubt over the result. I was thinking that Roxanne would probably come back on the night and, you know, return hero babyface, but it actually was confirmed on this week's episode of NXT. Got no issue with that either. But yeah, Roxanne Perez is going to overcome the odds and retain her belt, I think. The NXT Women's Tag Championships are on the line as Fallon Henry and Kiana James defend against Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. And yeah, obviously we've seen the tensions Henley and James have been having. And yeah, I don't know, I always got the feeling it's probably going to be quite a short-lived title reign. And Fire and Dawn, they've done a good job recently. I feel like they're quite over at the moment. So yeah, at the moment, I'm definitely thinking that we're going to get new champions here. But you never know, NXT could surprise us. But yeah, Fire and Dawn, I don't know, I kind of feel like it's their time. And if they were given the chance to head the division up, they do a really good job. So yeah, I'm going to say them. Moving on then to Grayson Waller as he takes on Johnny Gargano, who's of course returning to NXT. And yeah, first of all, can't wait to see Gargano having a match in NXT. Imagine if it is at some of the level of his previous takeover matches. We'd love to see that. But yeah, that would have expectations would need to be very high for that to happen. But I'm sure Grayson Waller can do it. We've seen how great he is. And yeah, I think kind of the point of this match is to really get Grayson Waller over. And yeah, Johnny Gargano, I think he can eat a loss here. Of course, Cannon's return to NXT, so I'm going to say Wallace get the win. Moving on into Bron Breakker as he takes on Carmelo Hayes for the NXT Championship. And yeah, I really am torn on this one, to be honest. I don't know, I feel like the loser of this will go up to the main roster. But yeah, it's just two. I always thought it would be Carmelo Hayes who would go up to the main roster after WrestleMania, but with several reports recently kind of linking Bron Breakker to a WrestleMania, post-WrestleMania push, that kind of seems to me like he'll be on the main roster. So yeah, I'm debating back and forth, but I'm going to go for Carmelo Hayes to become the new NXT champion. He really deserves it. He's great, so great. So yeah, hopefully that is the case. But anyway, guys, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. To like, share, subscribe. Notice what's going on. If you want to share for daily wrestling news and subscribe to the channel, it's going to be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.